this guy, plucked out the eyes of this guy, and ate them. It was called the Volkner Incident, and it happened today in history, March 2nd, 1865, in the northern part of New Zealand. The eyeless guy is Carl Sylvius Volkner. He was a German-born missionary sent to the northern part of New Zealand. He had a church congregation, and he was converting Maori people to Christianity. There was another religious leader in the area, the Maori man, Kararopa, a chieftain who was a religious believer in what was called Taoism or Pamirie, which translates to good and peaceful. It was a really more of a extremely violent cult in the area that wanted to attack anybody who was white or Christian. The prophet of the religion, the founder, is this guy, Halmain. He believed that the Maori people were actually a lost Jewish tribe waiting for God to return. It's as if he took a bunch of Abrahamic religions and just mixed it with, and this is the prophet Halmain. He believed in Taoism. He's the one that started it. He believed that the Maori people were actually a lost Jewish tribe waiting for God to return. And it seems like he just took the Abrahamic religions and mixed it with Maori legends and just created a hybrid religion where it was mostly just violence and extremism. Now, of course, at this point, there's a lot of tensions building up. There was in the middle of the New Zealand Wars from 1842 to 1872. There was a lot of skirmishes between the Maori people and the British Crown, especially in the northern part of the island of New Zealand there. Now, the Maori people, of course, were outmanned and outgunned by the British Crown, so they used different ways to defend themselves. One of those ways are these. These were the little villages. I believe they were called pies, and they were fortified little villages to impede the advancement of the British Crown across New Zealand. And they did work, however, they did come at a cost. A lot of casualties, a lot of civilians were killed in the massacres of these villages. They were meant to be fortified. You can see how they just kind of stick out of nowhere, mounds, hills, make it difficult to advance on. They did work, but a lot of people were killed. 3 of the lost people of those villages was Kararopa's wife and 2 daughters. So he was extremely very vengeful there against the British Crown and against Christianity. So he and the congregation of Volkner converted to Taoism, Pamirie, then accused Volkner of being a spy for the British Crown, arrested him, executed him, and this guy in his church plucked out Volkner's eyes, ate them. So one was for the British Crown, one was for Parliament. And then as he swallowed those eyes, standing in Volkner's church, he gave a sermon on Taoism. Now, unfortunately for everybody, the British Crown didn't take lightly to this. That German missionary that was working for them, he was executed and had his eyes eaten, so they sent in guns blazing, more reinforcements, more military, which would then execute some of the chieftains, including Kararopa, and take more Maori land. So, and this wars would continue on for almost another decade, with the British Crown really winning out. It was brutal, but, that's war. I also want to apologize for probably, almost most definitely, mispronouncing every Maori word, including the term Maori. I'm sure I've mispronounced that too, and I'm sure I'll get some comments about that telling me I don't know how to pronounce these terms. I don't. But either way, today in history, March 2nd, 1865, German missionary in New Zealand had his eyes plucked out by a cultist and they were eaten. Yeah.